Alright, today we'll be going on a tour of, instead of Google Earth, we'll be going to Google Moon. To toggle between Google Earth and Google Moon, you just go up here to the screen where you see this Jupiter-like planet. Click on that and you can choose between Earth, Sky, Mars, and Moon. Mars would be fun too, but today we're going to be doing the Moon. And it immediately takes you to the side of the Moon that faces Earth constantly. So today we're going to look at some basic features of the Moon. We'll look at the dark side of the Moon, which we never get to see, and the light side of the Moon, which we always get to see. The first thing we notice, or can notice, is there are many dark splotches on the Moon here. These are called lunar mare. What these are is when the Moon was forming and solidifying, it formed a skin first that solidified. But during early solar system formation, there were lots of meteorites. Those meteorites hit the Moon, punctured the skin, and that created lava flows on Earth's surface. You can also see craters and things called rays, which extends from the craters. This is the crater Copernicus here, which is a very large crater. What's really cool about this is you can also measure the radius of a crater or the depth of a crater, which we'll do later on. You can also toggle between famous sites and famous pictures on the Moon. For example, we have the Apollo missions here on the left. We can find guided tours, human artifacts on the Moon. We can see historic artifacts and historic maps. So these are the historic maps of the Moon here. Famous places as well. If we go to the other side of the Moon, the dark side of the Moon, which we never really get to see, you'll notice that you don't see as much lunar mare on here. It's not because they didn't exist, it's because since this side of the Moon always faces outward into space instead of facing towards the Earth, this side of the Moon gets hit with a lot of meteorites, and so that surface has been pelted with meteorites, and so that mare has been covered up. In the future, what I'd like to take you guys to do, but we don't really have time today, is to show you how to measure the radius of these craters as well as the depth of these craters. And you can also measure rays that come off of the craters. And that would be a really good activity for students to do. So this is the introduction to the Moon.